What is going on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel, JoJo Speaks. Thank you all so much for joining us for this being my live Hot Topics and Social Commentary show Thursday night. I'm so glad that you guys have decided to join me. I want to thank you so much for spending your 8 p.m. hour on this Thursday to spend it with us. I'm so honored that you've decided to do that. A couple things I want y'all to do before we get started. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Press that big white subscribe button. It is free and easy to do. Takes less than a second to match that thing, y'all. So go ahead and match it for a brother. Be sure to leave a thumbs up for this video. Let me know you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out on my channel. Also, be sure to leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the various topics that we'll be discussing on tonight. Also, be sure to press the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video. Yes! And last but not least, be sure to share JoJo Speaks with all your family, friends, and loved ones. Let everyone know JoJo Speaks is out here in these YouTube streets. I did post my reviews for not only RuPaul's Drag Race, but also the Real Housewives of Potomac Reunion Season Part 1, as well as Married to Medicine. So please be sure to check those videos out.
You put in work.
What was that?
You putting in work.
I am. Yes, I'm dedicated, y'all. So, or at least I'm trying to be. But anyways,
Good job.
thank you. So please be sure to like those videos, comment on those videos, all that good stuff. Genesita, how goes it? How are you? Your hair looks gorgeous. I love the picture that you sent me. I see you got it pulled back.
Oh yeah, I like it. I have half up, well, a little bit more than half up, and the rest down. I'm enjoying it. It feels great to have the hair dead as per usual, and yeah, I'm feeling solid. Been doing my walking around the
Yes.
mall. Um, the evidence that I sent to y'all was the first
Mm-hmm.
time,
Mm-hmm.
and today is day 3, so I'm on it.
Awesome. I'm so proud of you, Genesita. So proud of you. So, I know we got some comments in the comment section, Jennifer. Could we get to those before we get this thing started?
Sure. Hi, Dustin.
Hey, Dustin.
And we do have Lady Virgo. She says, "Good evening, everyone."
Lady Virgo, so glad you decided to join us. I'm so happy to see you in the comments, girl. Hey, girl.
She also says, "Jodo speaks prophetic fire, Reiki Bianca. Hey, good evening to you all. Good evening to you."
Good evening to you as well, Lady Virgo. We had a major passing that happened this past week. The amazing, and influential pioneer of the civil rights movement, um, Reverend Jesse Jackson, passed away at the age of 84 this week. He's done so much for the movement, for the civil rights movement. He even ran for president. He's done so much for us. Although, our current president likes to say that he had a decent, relationship with him, whatever that means. I don't want to get to that. I'm not going to get into that
Just
whole.
like you said about Bill Clinton.
Right. I'm not going to get into that whole Black History Month type thing that he did at the White House. Hey, Bianca, what's going on, girl? So glad you decided to join. Once again, giving us executive realness, like
Come
looking
on.
real proper, looking real on the clock. Like I love that. Okay,
I love it.
me and Jennifer looking all casual and shit. Like Bianca came to work, honey. Okay.
This job been holding me hostage.
Oof.
I don't be having time to breathe when I walk through the door. I'm like, Lord.
It was just,
Girl, but
we enjoy it.
I appreciate the sacrifice you're making to join us for my show.
Y'all are
I
good.
really appreciate it.
Them.
Right. Yeah, I get it. But yes, unfortunately, Jesse Jackson passed away this past week. My condolences to him and his family. He will always be remembered as a pioneer and very influential to the movement. Jennifer, Bianca, any reactions to the passing of Jesse Jackson at all? Any moments that you remember of his?
I would like to give my apologies right now. And I'm very upset at myself about this. But I thought he had already gone to glory.
Yikes.
And when it came up, I was like, I didn't know if I was supposed to believe it. But then when I started seeing more and more stories about it, I was like, eh.
Oh.
When you start seeing people less and less, you have to remember
Right.
that, they're elderly, so they can't be
Right.
out and about all the time. But yeah, I'm sorry, Reverend Jesse Jackson, but I'm happy that he's getting the shine that he deserves. And it happened during Black History Month, so just another
Right.
great reason to recognize him again. So my bad.
Absolutely. Bianca, any thoughts?
I was shocked. I was surprised when I saw it. I was like, oh, but then I wasn't really surprised because again, like you said, they're getting up there in age and they ain't gonna live forever. So,
Right. Yeah.
kudos.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, RIP to Jesse Jackson. I was so happy that he was at Ahmaud Arbery's uh, Life Takers trial. I'm so glad that he was there to make his presence known there. So he was still doing his thing for sure, even though he was confined to a wheelchair. He was still doing his thing. So shout out to Jesse Jackson and his entire family. So I know that we spoke on the ANTM America's Next Top Model documentary on Prophetic Fire Reiki's show. But I did want to mention it again, just for my show, because a lot of people are talking about it. And I guess I was a little naive watching it because, hearing Tyra, yeah, just a little bit, hearing Tyra, seemingly take accountability for her actions. But in essence, she didn't say that. Yes, she did say that it was wrong to a certain extent. However, she wasn't taking ownership of it. And that's what we needed her to take ownership. Yes, it was my idea to do these certain things. Yes, it was my idea to do this, and that. She kind of threw off the whole thing that happened with Shandy in season 2 as, well, that's the producer thing. Even though she's an executive producer of the show, oh, that's a producer thing. They handled all of that. That was all them. That I ain't had nothing to do with that. And then when she said about Danielle from season 6, my favorite winner, having her gap closed, she said that there were agents that were telling her that she would not get booked if she had that gap in between her teeth, even though the gap wasn't severe in any way, shape, or form. It was just big enough to be noticeable when she opened her mouth. But to me, it wasn't distracting. And majority of the pictures that Danielle was taking, her mouth was closed anyway. So I don't know what the issue would have been with that, but either way. And then Danny later on in the documentary revealed that Tyra spoke to her and told her that she knew that there were doors that were closing on Danny because she was on the show and she did nothing about it. Now, Eva Marcel did appear on CBS in the morning, and she gave her response to the documentary. And she spoke quite highly of Tyra. She's continuing to give Tyra her props, saying that if it were not for Tyra, she may not be where she is now. She did say, however, that it was terrible, the things that she saw on the documentary. That just was not her experience. Some people are coming at Eva for that. Me personally, if Eva's experience was not all of all those things that we saw in that documentary, then she can't speak on it in that way. So I don't see any issue with what Eva was saying. And at the end of the day, she said the terrible things that happened did happen, and those things were in fact terrible. Jay Manuel came out on ET and
That was a
let
good
us.
interview.
It was a good interview. He came out and let us know that the fabulous Miss J. Alexander is up and walking, not just taking steps. He's not walking per se, but he is able to take steps. So I'm so happy to hear that. I haven't heard that Tyra has reached out to Jay Alexander or visited Jay Alexander as of yet, not knowing whether that's going to happen. And one thing I didn't mention on Monday is that Tyra, at the end of the documentary, announced that cycle 25 is on the way. Now, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go. I'm not sure if the public are necessarily interested in it. Me personally, I probably would watch it. I love the show. Like, that's just my thing. I love seeing the photo shoots. I love seeing the final shots of the pictures. Like, it's just so that I enjoy. I can also, say that what happened to those girls is terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And I would never sign up for a show like that. But it is what it is. But Bianca, what are any following thoughts on the show? Anything that you saw after the documentary? I remember you saying on Monday you didn't watch it, but any thoughts in general of what you've seen?
So yes, it's funny because we had a conversation earlier on TT about boundaries and character. So when you say that Eva didn't, she spoke highly of the lady, and she said that that wasn't her experience. You don't have to punch me in my face If I see you going down the line, punching somebody in the face, punching somebody in the face, punching somebody in the face, I ain't gonna stand right there to see if you're gonna punch me in my face or not. So you can recognize a bad experience even though you didn't go through it. You
Right.
can definitely recognize it. So people probably wanted her to speak more towards that than anything. And that's why she's getting so much backlash from her, what she said.
Right.
And then when it comes to Jay Alexander or any of them about Tara never reaching out and haven't showed up, have we asked them what they wanted?
Mm.
Do they even want to deal with her? Do they even want her talking to them? And then the fact that people are saying she's not taking accountability, her saying, you know what, I did it, is not going to take away them scars. So
Mm-mm.
I don't care whether she say I did it and it was my fault or not. The girls still went through what they went through. They still have those scars from it, and it ain't gonna change whether she give a sorry or not. She can keep that sorry and shove it up her for all I give a crap. That's it.
Agreed. Genesita, you had a lot to say on Monday. What else? What other comments do you have to add?
Um, I really liked how Jay Manuel broke down the whole Shandy situation on the commercial E interview that he had, talking about how you ca it's funny that Tyra forgot or don't
Hmm.
remember what happened, but had her on her
Her
talk show
talk show, right?
to talk about it. And, being that she was an executive producer, she was in on the conversation on what to do and how to move forward. So it's like you can't act like you are a part of that. And I do understand what you're saying, Bianca, about whether she says sorry or whether she acknowledges what she did. It wouldn't change anything, but I think it would show at least a little bit of growth, possibly. What bothered me, I think some unfortunately the most was her smile, the character that she put on the whole time. Let me yell at my husband.
Don't give me that.
I'm sorry. I'm over here doing my best not to cough in your ears. Anyway, but my thing is she was showing that she was a fake gal. Thank you, husband. You're doing the most, boy. I tell you, love you. Thank you. Um, she if she was able to do, because a lot of people don't talk about like if she did do that. If she said, "Yeah, that was horrible. These are things that we did at the time, and I was moving in a way that was only self-serving." Her saying things like that would be okay. At least she sees that she was being selfish in these spaces and not being considerate of these young girls. Basically, she was doing those girls the way that was done to her. That's what
Right.
I feel, and she just kept that going, a cycle of abuse, if you will.
Right.
But she's
Agreed.
gonna start a new one, so she about to start the cycle again. Why apologize if you about to start it right back up?
Eh,
And then I don't want it if it's fake. If it's not real, if she really not remorseful,
she's not.
don't give me your bull crap. Ooh, Lord, I almost went there. Don't give me your BSA apology. I
Yeah.
don't want it.
And I saw some videos of people like predicting what would happen on the 2025 or 2026, or excuse me, cycle 25. Sorry, cycle 25 show. And this one was like, yes, this time we're going to take a photo shoot with Pam Bondi. Just like all the foolishness for current day. I think it, she's not making herself look any better. And I'm actually happy that people are starting to see more and more, because these things were coming out. These things been coming out.
Mhm.
Right.
So I'm happy people are taking it a lot more seriously.
Mhm.
And I'm also excited to see the next expose on it is coming out through E.
Yes, through E. It's coming out in March. Um, And yeah, Lisa, the winner of All Stars, America's Next Top Model All Stars, as well as Jasmine from season 8. She's going to be appearing on that one as well. Jennifer, any comments concerning that particular topic?
Yeah, and I don't know if I can say it enough, but that woman's smile was bothering me.
Mm,
Like a mask. You know, so
yeah.
that you just plaster on. And how when they brought out Jay Manuel, it's like, oh no, I'm not gonna talk about that.
No, I'm not going to talk about it. No, we ain't going to do that. She said I should call him. That was her response. No, I think I should call him instead. Like,
And that lets you know where she is mentally.
mhm.
There's nothing good on her. Nothing.
My
And
mama
people
said the same thing after she watched it. There's nothing good
I'm
with
gonna call
Tyra.
mama. We'll chit chat about that. Hey, Miss Kim.
What's going on, Miss Kim?
Hey,
So glad to
Miss
see
Kim.
you, my love.
She says, "Hey, J and J and B." Ms. Kim says, "You can only talk about your experience. If Eva didn't have the same experience, it's okay." And I
Yes,
wholeheartedly agree with that.
me too.
She also said, "Keep it, Tyra."
Okay.
She also says, "I hope Miss J gets back to walking. He could run Ray Strut almost as well as Naomi." Absolutely. Um, oh, Unveiled Vibrations. He made a cameo. Did you see Tyrone's cameo earlier?
Oh, I definitely did for sure. Put his arm all the way into up to the elbow into the camera. I saw it. I seen it.
He says, "Hello, beautiful people. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Keep those comments flowing. Thank you, Tyrone."
Thank you, Tyron.
Miss Kim says, "I think Tyra has mental health problems. I'll post my proof in Discord. And you know what? I certainly, I'm sure there's a diagnosis for her out there somewhere."
When my mother and I were talking about it, she likens Tyra to Contessa. Although Contessa from Married to Medicine, although Contessa is a doctor, she's extremely educated,
Mhm.
but it don't seem like her elevator go all the way up to the top floor. Like it seems like something is amiss
There's
in
an issue afoot.
the cranial area. Something ain't going right. So the some dots are not connecting. So
Yeah. They
yeah,
put
and I
me
think the same
at
goes for
one.
Tyra.
Yeah, but I also think, like, on top of it, there's just, like, this, I don't care what happens to anybody outside.
Right.
Did she ever have she had a kid, right?
Yeah, she had a son.
Oh,
I w
I believe she did it through surrogacy
Yeah,
or
she didn't have
adoption.
that baby
Yeah,
but I know
right.
she has a child that's in her custody, possibly, still. I don't know, we never hear about that child anymore.
Never.
This is when she was almost married to some man, and I guess that man realized she was cuckoo. Um, hey, Miss Tammy.
What's going on, Tammy? So
hey,
glad you're here, boo.
The bionic hustler herself says Tyra should exercise her right to remain silent.
For real. For real. Because if you ain't gonna come with the real, we don't need it at all whatsoever.
come on.
Whatsoever.
My sentiments exactly.
Agreed.
So next on the docket, President well, I was going to say former. No, he's still my president. President Barack Obama finally has reacted to the racist meme or video rather that Donald Trump posted on his Truth Social last week. And President Obama went on to say a clown show, there's a clown show that's happening. I think a lot of people want Barack to just come out and say Donald Trump is racist. I think that's what a lot of people want him to do, but Barack really doesn't have to do it because I think that's something that we all know and we are all fully aware of. President Barack Obama, in my opinion, is the best politician that I have ever witnessed because he knows exactly what to say and when to say it. And it's so amazing to me that he can speak so eloquently about an administration that is complete trash. But he has very high hopes for the Democrats going forward. And I love the way that he's just so classy about it. And then there are a lot of people who are saying that Barack Obama should run for a third term, since we see that, Donald Trump is trying to run for a third
All
term.
right.
Michelle said a long time ago, Barack ain't going to do that. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And then Barack in this interview said that Michelle would divorce him if he even attempted to go for a third term. So I'm so glad that he got that out the way, dispelled all the rumors that he would try to do that again. It ain't gonna happen whatsoever. But a lot of people would love for that to take place. Me personally, I would just love to see new blood in the Democratic Party. I would love to see someone new, someone young, someone fresh to come in, because I'm tired of seeing these old ass men in the White House. Like the last three presidents have been, well, last two presidents rather, have been old, or at least 80 years old. At least 80 years old. And I think there should
Okay,
be
maybe at least 70, Jonathan. I don't know if 70.
Biden wasn't 80 when he was in office.
No, he was in the late 70s, right?
We
Whatever.
don't.
The
Okay.
men, the men's was old. Okay. That point being,
He's
Bianca, what were you
83
going to
right
say?
now. Biden's 83 right now, so he was in his late 70s.
Okay. All right. I've been corrected. Anyways, Bianca, were you saying something?
No, I said you got to remember we don't crack.
Right. Exactly. But
That
anyways,
age, like
right. But I just find it would have been so easy for Barack to say, "Oh, that was just as racist as it gets." You know what I'm saying? Would have been so easy for him to say that, but he's such an eloquently spoken man. He said what needed to be said, and I appreciate the fact that he put it the way that he put it. It's a clown show going on, and that's what it is.
He also
Genesee,
has plenty of other people saying it for him. He doesn't have to.
right. There's a guest host on The View right now. Her name is Savannah. Don't know who she is. Don't know where she came from, but she's a pretty woman, pretty blonde woman. But when Sonny was saying, yeah, she's white. There was she's clearly the Republican at the table. They always have to have a Republican at the table on The View to give a counter opinion. And when Sonny was saying he is a racist, Sonny has been saying this for a long time, and Savannah said, "Well, I have to say I'm tired of people saying that he's a racist. He helped one of my friends who just so happened to be African American, and he cares about black." No. He is racist. Genesita, did you see any clips of this interview at all? And what is your response to Obama saying that, we got a clown show going on?
He was only speaking facts. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? To be honest, I'm surprised he even said anything. So I'll take what I could get. I'm cool with that. But for anybody to, be upset and annoyed by the fact that someone is saying that that man is a racist, then maybe he should stop being racist. How about that? Let's
Right.
chill that out rather than saying, I don't like that you're saying it. No, but it's the truth though. Like,
People aren't just pulling that out of their ass. Like, you're doing things that are racist, or at least racist, racist adjacent, but they're racist to me.
Exactly. Real quick, Miss Kim says he also said that he believes in the Constitution, which clearly states 2 terms. And Miss Kim says that's Todd Chrisley's daughter. Oh, she's a plant or an OP, as the kids say. Yeah, she's an op.
For
She's
real.
an op. Yeah, I didn't know that was Todd Chrisley's daughter. That's up there.
I didn't know that either. I didn't pay any attention to her last name. I don't know if it's Chrisley
And you
too,
know
but
what's crazy? It's like it's kind of weird. She fought and cozied up to Trump to get her parents out the hoos cab, but her parents don't. They ain't standing for all that she's standing for. Ain't that something?
is well, because the thing is, like, I always had a feeling that Todd and his wife might be okay. I like they might not be the
With
most problematic, as they could be. So I kind of get that, I guess.
I'll have to say I've been seeing a lot of clips of their podcasts on TikTok.
Hmm.
I want to doubt it, but it don't seem like that. And they're
Right.
trying their best to raise they African American granddaughter for her to know who she is and all that stuff. I'm like, they were even talking about straightening her hair and why we can't straighten her hair all the time and like,
Wow.
stuff like that. And then he was talking about one of the people that at the jail. What do they call them?
Correctional officers?
The correctional officer. He was reading the correctional officer down, talking about her baby hairs not being baby hairs, or they weren't laid like they needed to be when she had this wig on. I said, Mister,
Wow.
Wait a minute. So y'all didn't watch the Chrisleys?
I sure didn't. I had no
you didn't
interest
watch
in
it
seeing
like
it.
Show
that.
was hilarious. Okay,
And that
hilarious.
podcast is hilarious. And it's like,
That what that he has?
hmm?
You said that what that he has?
Podcast.
Oh, the
Okay,
podcast.
we're not
Okay, I'm sorry. I just didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
it's okay. Yeah, the podcast is funny. It's funny, and he's keeping it real with his kids and all that stuff. But he don't talk to that daughter, and I guess she's on the View, huh?
Yikes.
He don't talk to
And he was talking about reform as soon as he got out. He was talking about reform for the African Americans that are in the prison system. So,
And
that.
you
And
I
know,
mean,
him and Candy are best friends.
yes,
right,
Mhm.
right.
and apparently, while he was in the Who's Cow, he was doing his best to stand up for his black brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I was about to
yeah,
take it there, but I'm not gonna do that. Not on my good show. I'm not
but
gonna do that.
I think he's a safe space. I think I
He
think
seems like one.
I think he they don't I haven't seen anything like real negative. And he may be the first really flamboyant straight man that I think I might kind of believe.
And
I think he has some fun on the side.
Okay, Bianca.
I ain't
Okay,
taking it that far.
I think
okay.
he has some fun on the side. But I think it seems like
You said you think he might be having some fun on the side?
I think he has fun on the side.
Oh,
I
okay.
do. I think he has fun on the side.
We won't speak specifics as far as what that fun contains.
Hot
Or
relations with men, Jonathan.
okay. All right. I just wanted to be clear.
I don't think it's on the side. I think it's what Karen
A
said
lavender
is an
marriage.
institution. I think the
Right.
marriage institution.
A lavender marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Just hey, but I can't knock it at all. As long as they
I ain't got no issue
take
with it.
care
Do
of
what
them
you
kids,
do.
they take care of them kids. I'm hey.
As long as it's consensual with all parties involved, it is what it is. Do what you
Boo
do.
you. Boo boo.
Have your fun, Todd.
Miss
I,
Gibbs says
I can't blame
Todd
you.
is a damn lie. He wasn't reading anybody in that prison because he would have got snatched up. That's what she said. And she also says the Chrisleys was a hilarious show, but I'm side eyeing Todd. Well, what's that? What Todd do? Miss Tabby says, "Please, I'm not buying any the Chrisleys do. Let's see. He bought his pardon from the snake in the White House, which is true. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be fooled by him. Oh no, it's like if you have white privilege to get out of jail,
Use it to your advantage. I mean, come on now. Come on now. And like his daughter had a campaign for Donald Trump
whole
to
campaign.
pardon them. And you're not gonna jump on that? Like like I don't want to be here no more, even though Bianca, what because we done got off topic. Bianca, what
Oh,
are your
so
thoughts
sorry.
on it's okay, it's fine. It was my fault because I brought up the Chrisleys. Bianca, what are your thoughts on Barack Obama's reaction to this racist meme and the fact that he didn't point out the fact that it was actually racist?
I mean, I wouldn't expect him to.
Right.
He just don't. He's not. He don't give that. That's not his energy.
Right.
So I mean, I don't know why people. So many people always put their expectations on people, and it drives me absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
If you feel that way and you want somebody to say it, then you be the person to say it.
You do it.
It blows my mind. It just blows my mind. And then going back to the View, with her saying that she don't think he's racist and blah blah blah. See, this goes back to the conversation that I was talking about earlier. Just because it's not your experience, that does not mean you can't speak on it. Here we
Right.
go again. Like we had this debate down, honey. Just because it's not your experience, that don't mean you can't see it and be like, hold on. I see how he treating these people. What I look like after seeing all the foolishness Donald Trump did and said, oh, he coming to Atlanta, I'm going to a dinner with him.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Now he ain't did it to me. So I'm going to eat with him because he was racist to you, black person, and you, black person, and you, but not me. So I'm gonna go eat it up.
I'm good.
No. Mm-mm.
Right. Right. Any other comments, Jennifer, before we move forward?
Unfelt Vibration says this was the other Todd that plotted. Never mind.
So
Ms. Kim says everyone isn't an argumentative or confrontational person.
right.
I can't remember the last time I had an argument. I don't let people take me there. Understood.
Agree, Ms. Kim. I'm a Libra. I run away from confrontation at all costs. At all costs. So this past week, Fantasia was had a show in Houston, and her now husband, whose name is Kendall Taylor, he apparently proposed to her. I don't know if he was giving her another ring or whatever the case might have been, but he proposed to her on stage. And so Fantasia's father has come out and he is accusing Fantasia's husband, Kendall, of stealing money from her. Now, Kendall Taylor did come out and say that he revealed that he asked for a prenup so that her family would know that he wasn't after his wife's money. So here's my thing. A lot of people may say, well, Fantasia really doesn't have the best, record when it comes to men, the whole Antoine Cook thing that happened so long ago, like Fantasia couldn't have, grown from then or couldn't have, made better decisions later on down in her life. Some people may say, well, maybe her father does have a point. And, me personally, when you have a grown child, allow them to make their own decisions. Yes, you can, give your opinions and suggestions and advice on things that they can do better, things that you might want to see them doing, things of that nature. But for Fantasia's father to come out publicly to say that he feels as though Kendall is stealing money from Fantasia when Fantasia hasn't brought up the issue to us publicly, that's a private conversation y'all need to be having. And to be honest, this is the first time that I have seen Fantasia's father's face. Now, I've seen Fantasia's mother, I've seen her child, I've seen her brother who was living in her house with her during that reality TV show that they had. Like, I've seen all the Fantasia's family except her father. So I don't know where exactly he came from. I don't know what the relationship is between Fantasia and her father. I don't know them to be close. I don't know them to be far apart. But I personally don't agree with Fantasia's father coming out publicly to say that he feels as though Fantasia's husband is stealing money from her. And I have a feeling that there's a possibility that he's saying this publicly because Fantasia might not allow him to say it privately, or maybe I don't know if Fantasia is speaking to him. I don't know what the case is, but I don't see the point of Fantasia's father coming out and saying publicly that he feels like Fantasia's husband is stealing from her. Like, I don't see the point of that. What is the point of that? Bianca, have you heard of the story at all? And what is your opinion on Fantasia's father speaking out publicly about this possibly being the case?
Well, again, I don't feel like he should have done it to embarrass his daughter.
No.
I really don't feel like that, because now the world is involved. We in the text thread now. So then people started digging up his background and his charges and all of that. And
Fantasia daddy? Fantasia daddy?
No, her husband.
Oh, okay. Go
ahead. What do y'all know what he do for work?
I don't.
No, because I hardly know him, but I just know they've been together for over 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people says he do very little for work.
And
he also has been very, very abusive in the past to men. So I don't know why her dad's coming out with it. Is it some truth to it? We'll never know because I highly doubt that Fantasia would say something. But I
Right.
don't feel like because him exposing the husband, she catches straight with that.
Right.
So you're embarrassing your daughter more than you are embarrassing her husband. Because if he pulling a tide, then of course it ain't gonna bother him. He ain't gonna give a crap whether you say he broke or not. Look how many times Mama Joyce called Tide broke, and you here for the money and all of this stuff. He signed a prenup too, and now look at him trying to get child support.
Okay.
So I don't know if it is some truth to it. It may be, but I just don't agree with how he's handling it. And if he's not able to communicate with her on the back end, then he just need to hold it in because it's not gonna matter anyway. Oh,
Exactly. Thank you. That's why I stated that because I have a feeling that Fantasia may not be. I don't know if they have the best of relationships. I don't know. I don't know. Jennifer, what are your thoughts on Fantasia's father coming out publicly about this?
I watched the Fantasia reality show. Y'all remember she had a reality show?
She did. Yes.
We didn't see head, no tail, no nothing about nobody Fantasia daddy
Okay.
on that whole show. I saw her mama. I even
Mm-hmm.
saw her grandmama. I saw
Mm-hmm.
her brothers with an S, and I
Mm-hmm.
saw her daughter.
Mm-hmm.
The situation with, that man and his wife, and she was there, you know what I'm saying? You could tell that she felt bad about it and moved on from that situation and got with the dude that she's with now. And hopefully they have a great relationship. And all I can say is hopefully. We don't know what's going on behind them closed doors.
Right.
But this is my first time hearing about these accusations, Jonathan. And the only thing I could think about is Glorilla. Glorilla
Mm-hmm.
um is it big sister? I don't know. All I know is that it's a stud sister. Um when she was basically saying that Glorilla doesn't take care of her family and that she still works at FedEx or something like that, or her mother still works at FedEx.
Mm.
And it doesn't look good in any way. The father coming out of nowhere just to say something like that is just really odd to me because we've never, once again, seen him before. So for him to be the one to say something, how do we even know if he's close enough to even see if that's the case?
Right.
Or if this is just some rumor that's been going around in the family, or you know what I'm saying? There's so many things. It's like I can't
like
trust
where's the
that.
proof?
Go ahead.
Like where's the proof?
Right.
Miss Kim says everyone. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Miss Kim says all the years I followed Fantasia and her career, I've never heard her mention anything about her father. She
Okay.
adores her mother. Uh, Unveiled Vibration says her daddy is looking for 10 seconds of fame. Hard side eye. And,
Right.
and this is how I feel about it. It just feels like a family member just trying to be seen. And just like you said, Bianca, even if there is weight to what he's saying or truth to what he's saying, wrong messenger.
Absolutely.
And wrong delivery.
Because if it was coming from her mother, we might take it a little bit seriously if it came from her mother or someone that we've actually seen Fantasia in a relationship with. But someone that we haven't seen with Fantasia, it's like, what are your intentions here? For real, for real.
But even still, I don't think her mother would come to
She
the
wouldn't.
world with
Right.
this information. She would, do her background stuff. She would hire her, a private detective just to see what's up and what's going on with this man, rather than trying to bring the world in, because the world doesn't need to be the judge and jury for the situation for my child.
Right. I'm not saying that I would expect her mother to do that. I was saying if it were her mother doing it, we might
I
take it a little.
understand.
Okay. All right. So Jennifer sent me a whole bunch of TikToks from one of Ken Newton's most recent interviews with these women from Poor Minds.
Yeah,
Um,
that's their podcast. Yeah.
yeah, and during this podcast, Cam said concerning the fact that he's not married to Jasmine Brown, he said, "What I want is not a title; it's a feeling." Um, and those girls were calling him out throughout that through all the clips that I saw, they were trashing, clowning that man on his own
to his
platform.
face.
But anyways,
We need some better
so
producers.
right, and one of the women who were on the show, when he was speaking about his relationship, he said, I only show y'all what I want y'all to see, and she was like, "That's what you want us to see? You need some better producers with that." I thought that was awesome. That was awesome. But here's my thing: Kim Newton seemingly does not want to get married. Now, if Jasmine does want to get married and she's sticking around trying to see if he'll finally come through or finally come around, like, that's her fault if she's going to stick around with a man who seemingly clearly does not want to get married. That's on her. I ain't gonna feel sorry for her, not one bit, because she's the one who signed up to be with him. She's the one who signed up to do whatever it is that she does with him. I don't know if she has a child with him. I'm assuming she does. And so that's her choice. And for people to kind of get down on Cam for not wanting to get married, or for stringing this woman along. This woman is voluntarily with this man, so that's her choice to be with him. And it's I don't. Why are people trying to convince Cam to get married? It's a losing battle. It makes no sense to me. Jennifer, go ahead.
I don't believe that's the issue.
Okay.
I believe the issue is that he's trying to make it seem as if what he's doing is okay and normal, and act as if like, this is what people do or whatever. He asked them, "How do you think our relationship looks from the outside? Because I only show you what I want you to see." I love how she said it looked like hell.
Right. Yeah.
Because, for what we see, like what makes you some people live in a mindset or a world that, like, I have it all. I'm doing what I'm doing. I
Mhm.
have all of these things that I say to myself to justify what I'm doing, though society tells me I need to be doing something different. No one's trying to make him marry that girl. Can he at least do right
Okay.
by that girl?
Gotcha.
You know
Understood.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it's not that we or the public put marriage on them.
Hmm.
That girl wants marriage,
Okay.
and this is stuff that's come from her. So people feel sorry for her. And also think about his the lady that he came into the NFL with and had all them kids with, and then he just dropped her like a hot potato.
Hmm.
He did the same thing to her.
Yeah.
So who's the fool? Her. Because
Exactly.
let me
I
tell you
do agree.
something. If I'm not finna be sitting up here first, just how Cam's talk and act alone, we've all said, who would want to be with somebody like that?
Okay.
You've seen how he did the women in the past. He's telling everybody while he with you right now that he don't want to get married. Yet you're telling the people you want to get married. Why are you staying with a man who's openly telling the world he don't want to be married?
Exactly.
That's all you, sis. Let me tell you something. I can't help you if you don't want to help yourself. And if you don't want to up out of that as fast as you can, then I'm just gonna let you sit there. Like the friend who want to complain about a man, you just sit there and listen. Because if you ain't ready to go, then what I need to be mad at him for? Because I'm gonna get mad at him. Me and your man gonna be going at it, and then y'all gonna get back together, and he's still gonna be mad and don't like me. Now I can't come to the cookout. Dang.
Right.
So no. Mm-mm. And when she gets tired, she know when a woman's fed up. When she gets
Right.
sick and tired, she'll leave. But until then, we just gotta sit back and enjoy the ride with her, cause he a fool and she one too.
And Cam gonna be one of them dudes at the club, still like acting as if he is just the bee's knees.
But the crazy
Hmm.
part is, it's gonna be another woman on his lap trying to go home.
Right.
Of course. I'm sure there's a line right outside the door for Cam. I'm sure there is. And I personally wouldn't blame him. Cam is a handsome man, and if you're not looking for a relationship, you just want maybe a one night stand, or maybe you want to have his baby. Go for it, do it. I'm sure he'll oblige. But that's on you. That's on you. That's the decision that you make for yourself. What it is that you want.
I also kind of wish he would do something more with his hair, maybe have a
Come
little attention.
on.
intention, because
He
there's nothing wrong being happy and nappy. There's nothing wrong with that.
he literally said he likes to look a little rough around the edges. That's what he wants to look
It be
like,
this for
Jennifer.
me.
If that's what he want to look like, then the man gonna do what he want to do, girl. I mean, of course, we would all like to see his hair look a little neater. You know what I'm saying? That's what we all want to see. But if you don't
It
want
doesn't
that for
even have to
himself,
be about neat for me. I said intention. Like I see you going somewhere with this. Like even with Jay-Z's his freeform locks,
mm-hmm.
there's intention there. We see where you're going with this. It might not look the neatest, but we see where you're going. He just got a whole bunch of hair up there and just waking up in the morning and
Saying fuck it.
literally. But yeah, you're right. It's these women that's holding on to a dream.
Right. Any other comments, Jennifer, before we move forward?
Um, Miss Kim said, I've seen her mom interact with her son in law. She seems to really like and care for him. Talking about Fantasia.
Okay.
Unveiled Vibration says, why is it the black people that always require this supposed breadwinner to take care of all of the family, then turn around and blame them for going broke from giving them everything that they want?
Mm-hmm.
And Ms. Kim says Jasmine has 2 kids by Cam. If she likes it, I love it. I don't feel sorry for her. He's not changing, that's for sure. Not changing her to chaining her to the bedpost. She can leave. She doesn't want to go. Yeah, because she looked when I saw them at Sam's, they look just fine. Just God bless her. Bianca said, excuse me, Miss Tabby says, I love Bianca.
Yeah.
I love you too, Miss Tammy.
Excuse me. Lady Virgo says, hey to everybody in here. Good evening to you all. Unveiled Vibration says, Cam scared of marriage and what it will do to his pockets and ability to have options. No commitment. Yeah, that's for him.
Sounds about right.
Miss Kim says, I can't stand a PC beard. Ew.
Me either.
Yeah,
And then,
PC and patchy. That's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like my beards to look neat when I see you on the
that's why I was
man.
like, all of this is just, don't come put your head on my shoulder and all that scraping up my daggone.
You think maybe he's trying to like grow it out so he can be fuller or something like that? Or he's just
He like to look like a hobo.
Right. He just don't care, y'all. He just don't care. He don't care.
maybe he just cares to look like a hobo. Maybe he feels like hobo is good for him.
Like I said, he said it himself. He likes to look a little rough around the edges. Now, I think it's a little bit more than a little rough around the edges. But even though, he's still that's the look that he wants, and he's achieving it, by a mile. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anyways, so it is NB. Oh, go ahead, Jennifer.
What are those 9 kids going to do? What are 9 kids doing to his pockets?
Right. Well, he did complain like a year or two ago about the fact that he doesn't make nearly as much money now as he did while he was in the NFL. I think everyone would sort of kind of know that. Right. Exactly. Like you're not playing no more. What you thought was going to happen. Anyway, so it is. I believe it was in NBA All-Star Weekend this past weekend, and Brandy and June's Diary performed the national anthem. I just have to say that I loved this rendition. I thought they sounded amazing. I did see the reality show where June's Diary was put together, and they are an amazing group. I think it's terrible. It's really sad the fact that they never really got up off the ground as far as having big hits are concerned. But they're so talented. But I just have to say, I just wanted to point out that I absolutely loved their rendition of the national anthem. It was beautiful. A cappella harmonies were amazing. The arrangement was awesome. I love to hear different arrangements of the national anthem. The way that I loved when Destiny's Child performed it at the NBA All-Star like over 10 years ago. I love that. Bianca, did you hear this national anthem by Brandy and June's Diary? And what were your thoughts on it?
I mean, it's Brandy. I didn't know June's Diary, I had never heard of them before, but I mean, if they was with Brandy, we knew it was gonna be on point. So I mean,
Okay.
that was my only expectation, was for it to be amazing.
Okay.
Ex- exactly. Jennifer, did you hear this rendition?
Yes, I did. What's funny, I heard people that didn't like it before I heard the rendition. And I was
What?
like, Brandy, why wouldn't okay, if Brandy did the national anthem with a but and they were like they had a bunch of people doing, all these kind of voices and it sounded like, hold on, why wouldn't this be bad? So I heard it and I was like, these niggas just don't understand creativity or maybe just Brandy herself because like this is what she do. This is her thing, and for her to elect to get it to do it live rather than have like a backing track of the voices or whatever. I think it was the best way to do it. If there's anyone that doesn't like it, I would have to question your musicality taste and things of that nature. But it was beautiful to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. It was lovely. I just wanted to point that out. Um, so yeah. Next on the docket that I have is Mr. NLE Choppa.
Ooh.
Ex of his NLE. Goodness, Jennifer, you are the worst. Jeez Louise. NLE Choppa's ex came out, I think it was 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. And she was trying to say that he was in the LGBTQIA plus community because she ate his groceries. If y'all don't know what I mean by that, just Google it or look it up, do something like that. But she ate his groceries and she was trying to say that he was gay because of it. Here is my thing. There are heterosexual men out here who like to get their groceries ate. They exist. They are out here. That doesn't make them gay. That doesn't make them same-sex attracted. It just means that they like it. What you like to do in the bed with your partner has nothing to do with your actual attraction to the same or the opposite sex. I'll say that again. What you like to do in the bed with whatever body part there is that you have has nothing to do with your attraction to the same or opposite sex. It's okay, Miss Kim. I knew that there were some people who wouldn't care for this topic, but I just wanted to put it out there. It's about social commentary. There are men who can I say the PEG word on YouTube?
Just spell it.
There are men who like to get PEG'd. It does not make them gay because they may not want to, they wouldn't want to have it done by a man. They like it for their women to do it. So NLE's sexuality is his own. And apparently he has told us that he is heterosexual, and so I'm going to believe it. But just because he likes to get his groceries ate, that don't mean that he's gay, because he's got a woman doing it. And there is a spot in your nether regions, in men's nether regions, that allows them to have a greater orgasm. And it is there for a so if men like that spot to be stimulated, that does not mean that they are gay. Okay? If y'all want to speak on this, y'all can. If y'all don't, it is okay. So
Do you know who you're talking to?
Bianca, what are your thoughts? Had you heard that NLE Choppa's ex came out and said that he likes to get his groceries ate and called him gay for it? And what are your thoughts on heterosexual men who like to do what some would deem are gay things in the bed? And do you think that makes them gay, or do you think that makes them same-sex attracted? Because I personally don't.
Well, I don't think Trick Daddy is gay.
No. Yeah, he said the same thing, didn't he?
He said, but let me tell you something.
Don't ask me to do it, Trick Daddy. Please don't. Because I can't. Maybe throw some. No, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Not for no money either. I don't think I would.
I can't do it, period. I just can't see my nose in the crack of somebody's butt. I just can't do it. But no, it don't make him it doesn't make him gay. I mean, people for so many years, masculine men, well, even now to this day, like masculine men don't even want their girl to play and hit them on their butt. They be like,
Right.
don't you stay away. They don't want nobody buy it. So I get anytime you hear something associated with men and somebody doing something to the rectum or the rectum hole,
Yes.
they automatically just be like, no, that's gay. No diddy, no diddy, that's gay. That's gay. So it just comes with the culture. I'm used to it by now, but we know that man. We know he ain't nowhere near no daggone gay. So people can just stop it. And even if he was, why is what people do in their private time always have to be discussed on the front end?
Thank
I'm
you.
like, sometimes I wish nobody even knew. I
Right.
just wish that nobody knew what nobody was at this point.
Okay.
Because it just need to stay in the house. Because why is
Right.
it such a big deal?
Right.
It's 2026.
It should only be for the people that are inquiring.
Right. The people who are
Listen,
interested
right. Like
and who
y'all know,
might actually have a chance.
I don't know if y'all saw the video that I posted. It was a couple of months back where the alien came down and he was talking to Shaquita and he whipped it out and he had two arms. And, and she said, "You got two." He said, "You got two hoes, ain't it?" Hey, I think the Predator is fine. He got that pack and them dreads and like that. Man, if an alien came down here looking like that,
Ow.
let me not say that too loud.
Okay.
You came down here looking like that. Hey, sign me up.
Okay, yes.
Sign me up, Scotty.
You take me to your leader.
Right. Okay. Because I'm sure he probably got it too. Genesita, what are your thoughts on this particular subject?
This made me smile.
I'm not surprised Miss Kim said that, but that's okay. It's okay.
She said the only groceries I'm eating are in Trader Joe's or Whole Food bag.
I know that's right, Miss Kim.
Or the other.
I heard that, Miss Kim.
Above Vibration says, I feel this was the industry's attempt to revive a June's Diary by having Brandy boost their star for them to draw more streams. Huh.
And if that's the case, so be it. I think they need more attention, to be honest, because they're so very talented.
Maybe they need to be recording more acapella songs because they do sing very well together. It sounds
Extremely
very well. Unveil Vibration says, "Who getting that groceries ate? Oh my." Miss Kim says, my freak flag flies at half mast. I'm too classy based, like Funky Doniva said.
Okay. Heard that, Miss Kim.
Right.
Taro says, if a hood New Yorker heard this, ew, yo, you're gay.
Right.
And of course, this is up Lady Virgo's.
Yes, me and Lady Virgo are on the same page. That's all right.
I love Lady Virgo.
All right.
But I totally agree with Jonathan. Your sexuality is based upon what you're attracted to. So if you're attracted to masculinity and you're a man, that's when you're gay. Now, if you like to get other areas of your body stimulated by the women that you're with as a man, that does not make you homosexual. That makes you a little bit more adventurous with how you catch your nut.
You put that perfectly, Jennifer. Go ahead. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Yes.
Okay. You can't. You can't. I'm something telling me that she's unhappy with him.
Obviously,
she just is very unhappy, and because there are a lot of women out there that don't mind doing the PEG to their men. You know what I'm saying? Because you get it how you live.
Right.
So, I heard a rumor. Hold on.
Ooh, that was strong.
It was.
Your lock came right on up, girl.
Oh, stop it! I heard a rumor that that JT does that to her man, Mr. Uzi Vert.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. That's why they together for so long and so strong. Because she ain't got no problem with making her man happy, and as she should. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you're supposed to do.
If he like what he like, he like what he like. And unfortunately, not every woman's going to understand. Or not every woman is going to want to do it because I
Right.
know there'll be plenty of women like, yeah, I understand that's what you like, but I don't want to do that to you.
And I can respect that.
Yeah, that's a bit much to me.
Yeah.
And I'm over here thinking like the grocery eating will have to be in the refrigerator, for me personally. Um, and a part of me is like, I don't care how much you think you cleaned yourself out, as well as cleaned yourself on the outside and inside, and all that stuff. It's just not it's not my thing, and that, my dear, is okay.
It is.
Mhm.
Uh, Tyrone said, "That's my wife. She does it." Wait, hold on. She doesn't these sexual conversations so well, indeed. Oh, she does these. Conver- Thank
You
you.
thought he was saying something sideways, girl?
I don't know what. I know he was giving props because he loves me a lot.
Right.
So yeah. And of course, Lady Virgo with emojis. I knew as soon as we got started. Boy, I tell you, emoji
Right.
city.
I did that for you, Lady Virgo. Right here, right here.
But yeah, I think that's so passe. Why are we out here trying to out people and stuff like?
But she did it.
Right,
If
exactly. Why you
anything,
mad?
I'm looking at you like if you give me a hug and bring that face close to my cheek, you wanna I'll knock you. You better not.
What is your disinfection process there? Do you know
With
how
your
much,
ass breath. Get out of my face.
do you know how much bacteria is back there? And
And
then
he's a celebrity male.
and
They
the
be
man is
passing out, don't shower in 3 days and all that carrying on, be in the clouds off different crazy stuff. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm.
see that's if I have some boys, I want to make sure that they understand it's not gay to wash in between your cheeks.
Come on.
Have you
Right.
seen? I've seen videos on TikTok with like teenagers, people that's like early 20s and stuff, basically saying like it's gay to wash in between your cheeks. Like, so you have crust in there. Like, do you wipe?
Because you do know what comes out of it, right?
And you
Like,
talking about eating it. Uh-uh.
there's so many things that I
That's
want
so
to
absolutely
say, but
disgusting.
I'm just going to keep my private life to myself.
Oh
Um,
no, I know there is a whole world of the love of the eating. Okay, and enjoying the groceries.
yes.
And you know what? People that engage in it, they engage in it in the best way possible. Engaging in it
Literally.
with cleanliness.
Yes.
Cleanliness inside and what out,
Because
okay?
if I smell something, you think I'm a hell no. What? Child.
Oh, okay. So people that do enjoy, huh? They're not ignoring funk as they
Okay.
as they as
Thank
they
you.
head down there.
Thank you for saying that, Jennifer. I appreciate that. Because I was about
I
to say, she's
know
speaking
you
up
would.
for me, honey.
Yeah, because I know you would not degrade yourself in such a way.
No.
You literally be eating shit. That's what that is, and
Thank
that's
you.
what's not going on. Not over here. Not for the people that enjoy that. Mm-mm.
Jennifer, I haven't been prouder of you in so long than I have been of you today. I just want to put that out there. You said the SHIT word out loud. I can't remember the last time I heard you say that out loud. Girl, you doing your thing. You do your thing.
I've been cussing, Jonathan, just a little bit, not a whole.
Oh, okay. I was going to say I'd love to hear more of it, but it's okay. If you want to do it,
It
do it at
would
your own
always come
pace.
out naturally, of course.
Yes, absolutely.
Lady Virgo says, unveiled vibrations, prophetic fire, Reiki. JoJo speaks, your husband is a whole mess, Jen. I know. Love him. And she also says, trying to spill the bedroom secrets, huh, TD?
Okay, that's what I thought he might have been doing in that
Oh,
comment, girl. I really thought that he might have been doing it, but I should have known better. He knows better.
He
I've
Not
knows better
me.
than
I've
that.
carried so many sexual conversations with so many people, and I don't really do a whole lot of that here. So to
Right.
I guess flex that muscle in these spaces and moments, because I've had to explain that a lot of that kind of stuff to people that just don't understand, or have deeper conversations with people that do it, and
Mhm.
I be learning. This is why I am who I am. I love to have the conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that's all we got for this show, you guys. Why don't you share with the good folks at home your social media contacts real quick?
It is Bianca Edwards on everything.
Genesita, your turn.
Um, I'm Prophetic Fire Reiki. You can go to my channel on YouTube as well as Instagram and TikTok. And oh, I go live every Monday at 8. Do I know what I'm gonna talk about? No. But but do we talk? Yes. We always have a good time. Thank you.
Absolutely. Be sure to join us with Faithful Warrior Ministries every single Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. for our devotional, little bit of chit chat, and our prayer. We always like to come together as one, as a family, to lift up the mighty name of Jesus, to magnify the Master himself, y'all. So would you join us if you enjoy doing that, or even if you're not used to that? Come over for a new experience and join us for our devotional little chit chat and prayer every single Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. Faithful Warrior Ministries. Look us up on YouTube. You should find us with a quickness. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is JoJo_speaks3020. My Facebook is Jonathan Lee. My email is williamjonathanlee@gmail.com. My Cash App is $JonathanLee07. That's $JONATHANLEE07. Once again, thank y'all so much for joining us for this evening's show. Love you guys for watching. Shout out to you, Lady Virgo, Miss Kim, Unveiled Vibrations, Tyrone, as well as Miss Tammy being in the comments, Dustin Butler as well in the comments. Love you guys for watching. You guys are the best part of this show for us. So thank y'all so much for participating. We love you for being here. Make sure you join us next week, same time, same place. Oh, we got another comment.
Lady Virgo says, y'all already know how I feel about musty balls.
That we do. That
We do not blame you.
And we feel the same. Okay.
We don't do musty balls or encrusted butts.
Exactly. Join us next week, same time, same place, same beautiful faces. We'll see y'all on the next one. We love you guys for watching. Peace out.